Hmm. Can you hear your voice? Can you hear your voice, Mine? Can you hear your voice? Can you hear your voice? Oh, there we go. I think that's my mic. I don't know what's going on with it. I might have to switch in a second. I was trying to look at it on my phone. It looks pretty good on my phone. And then this ain't even the highest quality, for some reason. But you know, we had just got the internet back and stuff. So, yay that. This is just the
Greetings, old chap.
This is just the sandbox mode. The like the actual like game itself, it comes with like a campaign and a mission and stuff. And at this point you gotta you basically start with nothing. You get the this keep on not sounding good, let me know and I'll switch mics. But yeah, you kind of start with nothing, and you know, you gotta build yourself up. And like at the bottom right screen of the screen, you see like the new ranch goats. At this point it's like the colonial area, and it's like the you're like a governor of an island ruled by England or whoever owns the island. And you gotta you see it's a little thing to say 3 years 11 months and stuff above the money. It shows like that's how long you got, and if you don't complete tasks and keep them happy until you can gain your independence, they'll take your island. It's like basically they take your island before the game even really starts. So the dude just asked me to build like a goat ranch, and some of these you really don't want for real, but like the green area is like the area where it would do good at. Like if I put it on the beach, it wouldn't produce as much milk from the goats as, you know, it could if I put it over here. It produce a lot. So and then when looking over here, these like the different buildings, and like you got your docks, your teamsters office. That's the people who run stuff around your like run resources, construction office, you know, the roads. And here it's kind of like I don't want to say a self-containing economy, but like basically you gotta make money and stuff through trade. Yeah, the game is over if they take the island. But it's just for one era, and once you gain your independence, then they can't take your island anymore. But you can get like attacked, or rebels or something can pop up. But in here, like the colonial people will take your island and stuff. The people like the ruler, but you can gain your independence from the governor, you know, and you won't have to deal with like them possibly taking your island like that. And like here, like the game is real cool. Like these three categories, it's you get to like choose how you want your island to be. Like you can be an island, and I really would rather play multiplayer with this because it's like so much more stuff you can do with other people. But like when you by yourself, it's like you gotta pick what you want to do. Like do you want to like do raw resources, industry goods, luxury goods? And you can have them all if you got the, when you start making money and stuff, you can have them all. I start showing you that. But basically, the raw resources, basically everything in the luxury goods and the industry goods need raw resources to go in it. So for instance, if I got the lumber mill, I need wood, and to get the wood, I need a logging cabin right here. If I didn't want to build a logging cabin and I still wanted to make planks, I could pay to import it from somewhere else in the world off the boat. Like for instance, if I wanted to make a cigar factory, I need a tobacco plantation. Well, I need tobacco, and either I can import the tobacco from somewhere else and pay for it, or I can make my own tobacco with a plantation. Right here, you see, I can use that to make my own tobacco instead of importing it. Yeah, it's trade. You see, you got a dock right here. If you go to your dock, let me pause this. If you go to your dock right here, you'll see, and every building got one of these screens. And basically it's your budget. I usually set the dock budget up to all the way so the dock workers will work harder and stuff. But you can set managers for buildings. Like you can set managers for buildings, and they kind of give like a little extra boost. Like this one, it says this my I don't know who the fuck that is. It might be me. Well, that's a citizen or whatever. But he's an inventor, and he generates research points proportional to the building's effectiveness. So if I build a library or something, I do research from the library, and it's like unlock new things for my island, and he can make the research go faster. So that's what that is. Education is education required to do the job. Like you got illiterate, grade school, high school, college, and postgraduate, and different buildings need different education levels, and I can show you some that got higher in job quality. Well provided, that has to do with like different buildings they visit or where they live. Like if they're well off, they probably wouldn't live in a mansion. To live in a mansion, you need rich, you know what I'm saying, you need to be rich and stuff. When I started making trade, I'll show you, you know what I'm saying, the monster ship and stuff. This just shows like basic information, like the workers, like you can go to find the workers and all that. This shows how effective your building is. So right here there's 4 dock workers right here. There's 4 dock workers, and if it's like 3, the effectiveness of the building goes down. And this tells you what the dock is and stuff. Like what a building does, and you can do that with any building. And it shows that it imports and exports like resources. So right here, and this is an offline game. This is just a sandbox. If you go to trade, you can see this right here is the active trade route. So if you initiate a trade route, it'll go here so you can get to it easily. But here is like the agriculture, like all the food and stuff. Other things like tobacco, like things that you can grow yourself, goes here. Things that you can mine and stuff like that goes here. Industry goods, luxury goods, and like right here, if you look, it says cotton. Is a green arrow pointing down. That means if I go to that, it'll bring cotton to my island. In case I didn't, like, I can grow my own cotton, but I can also buy it, and I can also buy it, and instead of, you know what I'm saying, instead of me having a llama ranch or whatever, if I wanted to save the space, or I just didn't want to deal with it, or they're not producing fast enough, I can import it to produce faster. Tobacco, like right here, it'll be a good idea to build a tobacco farm, because They have like, this is an export, you see the red arrow. The contract is for 5 years. It takes 3 months for the tobacco to travel from my island to wherever it's going. It's going to the West India Company. The price for 1,000 units of tobacco, you see it says the default price is $1,000. So if I traded 1,000 pieces of, like 1,000 tobaccos for you know what I'm saying, just by itself, it'll be $1,000. But with this trade route, I can make an extra $500 off of every, you know, tobacco, every shipment of tobacco I can send out. So I, you know what I'm saying, I make more money. So I'm put a ship on that, and at the bottom you see ships, and for every dock you get 1 ship until you can get the dry dock. And when you get a dry dock, it got a thing in it where you can get 2 ships per dock. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna build a tobacco plantation. And usually whenever I start out anyway, I always build tobacco and sugar right off the bat anyway. You know, just because when you build tobacco, when you do the tobacco and sugar, you can build it when you get to the World Wars, which is the next era over. It's the World Wars, then it's the Cold Wars. But when you get to the World Wars, you can build a cigar factory and a rum distillery, and they give you a lot of, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of money that you go with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the game. And you can kind of alter the speed over here. You can do pause. This is regular speed or fast. Usually I just do fast, and like you can see people walking around like you know what I'm saying, click on them to see like they're homeless, they're broke and stuff like that. These are some homes. This whenever you, my fucking eye hurts like hell, it's dry and itchy and shit. But yeah, if you look at this, like I just completed the mission, which was build a goat ranch, which, you know what I'm saying, I built the goat ranch. Keep track of diplomacy and relationships. Yeah, it does. I'll show you yeah, I'll show you that in a second. And it changes the this right here, like when you complete a mission like I just did the goat ranch, you get to choose your reward. So the treasury subsidiary, it goes straight to my money. This negative 2,500 over here, it'll go straight to that. The personal gift, it's a Swiss bank account, and the Swiss bank account is used to upgrade your dynasty members. So like my dynasty member, you saw at the beginning I picked constructions are 4%. All constructions are 4% cheaper. Well, if I upgrade them to the next level, the constructions might be like 6 or 7% cheaper, and it goes up 5 levels. Additional mandate extension, that's just for this go around, and it'll add a year to that 4 years and 3 months over there, so I have more time to kind of get my things in order and stuff. Then you have fresh colonists, and you see I got 49 people inside my colony right now, and they'll add 10 people to that. Next time the ship comes in, they'll bring 10 more people. And that thumbs up, that's your approval rating. So right now it's at 23, but usually you generally want to take the money unless you like balling, which I'm not. But this right here is the thing that shows you your economy. Yeah, like the Swiss bank, it's cool because you can basically steal money from stuff that you're doing. Like if you like later on in the game, you can build a it's called exports. Later on in the game, you could, not that, this, you can build the customs office, and the custom office lets you, when you start out, you generally want to put a lighthouse because you get more trade routes and stuff, so you do want the lighthouse. And the money, you can keep spending until you're negative $10,000 in the red, and then they'll cut off like all, you know what I'm saying, they'll cut off all money flow until you get more money and stuff. But usually you want to build a lighthouse. But if you get the customs office, you can steal money from every export. I think it's like it can go up to like 10 or 15% off of everything you export. It goes to your Swiss bank account, and you see my Swiss account here is at 0, and I need my Swiss account to level up my family. And this is my dynasty right here. You can have up to 7 members in your dynasty. In the dynasty, like she's her global effect. If they're the president, the global effect is in order. If they're not the president, they're just a member of your family, the manager effect is in office. To an extent it does, but a lot of times they don't know about it. But like the corruption mechanic comes when you got citizens. You can banish them from your island. You can get certain citizens killed. You can get them sent to jail illegally. Sent to prison illegally and stuff. And you'll see later on they'll start being rebels on the island that don't like you and stuff. And you gotta kind of build a military to oppose them. You know what I'm saying? So they won't fuck your shit up. Because if you let the rebels get like out of control, they'll start off by like kind of destroying farms. They might destroy a police station or something, mines. But if you keep on and you don't build your military up to stop them, then eventually they'll go after your palace. And if you lose your palace, you lose the game. This is a Swiss bank account right here. You see level up and retire. I don't got enough money to do it, but I could level it up. Back to this like the stats and stuff, and it's like a real, I like it because it's like a lot of micromanaging and stuff in here. Treasure, and you can kind of keep up. Like I usually don't like go to this because I make a lot of money, but you can see where you making money from, like wherever you export. You can actually build a tourist, and it's like the cool thing about this game is you can make it whatever you want it to be. If you want to focus more on tourism and stuff, later on you can do that. If you want to focus more on luxury goods and goods that get you a lot of money, you can do that. If you want to focus on raw resources, and I think that's more so where multiplayer come in, where the multiplayer come in, where they'll like if you got 4 players playing a co-op, you have one island like, I'm the island that makes all the I do all the raw resources like the corn and the meat and the mining stuff, and I can export that to other countries and get paid off of that. Then the other countries make like luxury goods and stuff and import them to me and stuff, and I can sell them, stuff like that, and there'll be like a whole economy going on. But tourism, domestic, that's like houses and stuff. Foreign aid, depending on who you kind of get in good with, they'll send you money every every year or something, or every 6 months. And like the 2 big powers is the allies, and that's like the United States and the UK, and then you got Russia and stuff. And it's kind of a you kind of got to pick your poison and stuff, because the more you help out the United States, the less the Russians are like you, like the Soviet Union or whatever. They'll like dislike you, and it's like the United States, they send more money your way. You know what I'm saying? They help you out more on the money side, but the Russia, they help you out more on the trade routes and stuff, the trade routes, and it helps you build money faster, but it's not just right away, stuff like that. And if you like ever get real bad with either one of them, they might invade your island. You got like your expenses and stuff to see like what's losing you the most money. Like if you import stuff, stuff like that. Right here, this is like the happiness, and this kind of goes in tune with the approval rating. Like you can see there's a lot of crime on my island, there's no entertainment, food is pretty terrible, there's no health care, a lot of people are homeless, the job quality ain't very good, there's not a lot of liberty, religion is terrible. So, you know, it's like the island fucked up, you know, so you gotta kind of build buildings. Like, you gotta, for religion, you gotta give them a cathedral or whatever, a little church or whatever to go to. Liberty, you can build newspapers and stuff like that, increasing the job quality and actually giving the people jobs to go to, housing, building homes. And I'll show you, like, if you get once you start getting a lot of people and they might be homeless and stuff, and you got healthcare, you got to build hospitals, food. The people get food from farms and stuff, but you also got to build grocery stores so the farms can send the groceries to the grocery stores, and it'll be more convenient for the people to get it, instead of having to go on the farm and pick the stuff themselves. And you can actually see the people going on there and pick it. Police station increased crime, you know, crime safety and stuff. This is just stuff about your population. You can see who's employed, unemployed. You can see like the education level of unemployed citizens. Then right here you can see the open jobs, and there's a lot of open jobs for illiterate people. So no, yeah, that's food variety. You can have well, it's kind of is. You can have like corn. You can have meat. Let's see here. You can do. They got corn. They got meat, milk. Right here they got bananas, corn, pineapples. So it's about 5. Corn is kind of the most useful because later on in the game there's a lot of things that kind of use corn. So you know, like when you start, when you get away, because later on in the game you can get away from the traditional farms like this, like the traditional plantation and ranches, and do like the hydroponic things, like the, you know, like they do like the cow farms, like where there's 1 million cows on one farm and all that and stuff. And you know, like it's a faction. I'll show you the factions and stuff, and they change throughout the whatchamacallit. But you know, some people don't like them. You kind of gotta. Something else that's cool is you kind of gotta right here. These two are pretty. You know, these last two things, they're not very important. This is just your dynasty members and stuff, and this just the buildings. But this right here shows you and it expands to different factions and stuff at the next era, which I'll show you. This era don't take too long to beat, but it shows you the foreign relations. So the foreign relations now is the crown, and those are the people that's the Europeans that owns the island that I work for. And you can raise and lower the crown's standings with you and stuff, and if it gets high, they might give you more years to rule, or you know, they'll give you more years to rule. They might send more money away. And in this, you see the popular support. You know, you can go and see like what citizens like you and don't and stuff. Right here, the goal of this is to gain your independence. And you see like there's royals, like these are the people on the island for the most part. You got the royalists that supports the crown. You got the revolutionaries, which want to gain independence. And basically you gotta complete missions to get more revolutionaries on the island so that you can get your independence. So you see there's only 4 revolutionaries and there's 12 royalists. So if I don't keep the royalists happy, you know, my approval will go down. But you know, I'll show you more of that later. These little blue things, these are like little missions you can get. Like she wants me to build, she's like the leader of the revolutionaries and stuff, and she wants me to build, you see the objective is build a library, and your reward is you'll receive more tasks, and most likely she'll send me some revolutionaries over on the boat, so I have more revolutionaries on my side. So and a lot of this stuff is stuff you'll do anyway. Like I was gonna build a library anyway, so I can start doing research. And once this get built, it's real cool. It's like a lot of stuff on here that kind of, you see they you can actually see them build, you know what I'm saying, building. Like you can see this guy doing stuff. You can go and see like the construction, you can see they'll start building the stuff. And it's like something that's cool is that everybody in here works, like they actually do their job. They actually got to get on the road or walk to work, or you know what I'm saying, later on you'll see they start getting cars and stuff. You know what I'm saying, this is my pig ranch to make meat for people to eat. I got the library over here, and this is my palace right here, and these are my soldiers right here. Usually like military buildings, you want to up the budget so they can be happier, and you know what I'm saying, they won't turn on you, because you can't have a military coup in here too. But right here, this is the library. You see like where, for instance, right here the education required is illiterate. We go over here, the education required is college. And you know what I'm saying, like as far as the manager, I'm gonna put this guy on here because he increases the research points. You can import workers if you don't got them on your island and stuff. You can import them. I'm gonna increase the budget too. So right here, research thing. This is like the whole research type thing, and it's usually like a few of them that you can research before you have to wait to the next era. Like these right here you see unlocked in the World Wars, which is the next era over and stuff. So you know what I'm saying, it's like, and then some of them got what like little requirements, like you got, before I can research the military for it, I gotta have at least 2 more technologies and stuff before I can do that. So usually I always start out with the mines, and these, you know, depending on what you're doing, they're really interchangeable, but I usually do the farm, ranch. And you can kind of set like a little order that you want them to do, so you don't have to keep on coming back to it every time you do it. But matter of fact, let me take the ranch off. Might as well put it on. I'm gonna do the productivity skills, the planks. Then really on here, the Constitution, you really want the Constitution because you need that before you can gain your independence. So I want that early on, then you can kind of come and plug these in wherever and stuff.
Stage
So,
1 of His Majesty's plan has been
export
initiated.
milk. So I'm trying to export milk. So when I export 3,000 milk, I get a reward for it. That's the research. Something else that's cool is this right here. These are edicts that you can put in for your people, and they affect different factions and stuff. But it's like different stuff like extra rations. That's people eat more food. No free lunch. If I want to be an ass, I can make people pay for their food. Like, because in general, food, you know, they really don't charge for food that much. Yeah, you said the order, like, and the library, the more librarians I have, the more research points I got, you know what I'm saying, I get. And these right here are actually like different, and it's like some of these, like you see these right here are locked. You might have to do little stuff for them, like this right here, I had to research the red tape edict, which is over here. So once I research this, these over here will open up. These 3 right here will open up, and all of them are pretty good. Military drills, martial law, where it's like you ain't having no I'm not having no elections, like you can't vote me out as president. A lot of stuff increase, but in like a lot of times it's like a give and take with these. So you gotta kind of pick your poisons and stuff, and there are some good, you know what I'm saying, 100% good. There are some 100% good edicts and stuff, like the extra rations. You know, it's always like, well, this faction likes it but this faction don't and stuff. So and there's no factions in this era, but next era you'll start seeing more factions and stuff. But disaster relief fund, I got disaster set to rare, so you know, it really won't be no disasters and stuff for real. Tax cut, This is like the rich people, you know what I'm saying? It's less taxes for the rich people. Right to arms. You know what I'm saying? Right to arms and stuff. Mardi Gras. The wealth tax, that's the more rich people, you know what I'm saying, the more rich people I got on my island, the more money I get for taxes. Like, that's basically taxing the rich people. Urban development, like, that wouldn't be good right now, but like if there's ever a time where I just want to build a lot of houses or build a lot of apartments and stuff, if I put this in before I do that, like if I put this in before I start building all these buildings, then the residential buildings will be 50% off. So it's like I can build twice as many residential buildings for the same amount. You know what I'm saying? That's like when my population starts to boom and stuff, and I really want to, you know, I really want to start giving people housing and stop wanting people to stop being homeless, then, you know, that'd be good. Building permit, it increases the price of all my buildings, but half of the added price is going to my Swiss bank account. So that's one of those ones that you can kind of steal money from the island and stuff. They got special citizens in here too. That's that can be building managers, and then you can kind of go. Hold on. They got different edicts for different areas. Like I can't go to them now, but when the next era come, I'll show you that they open up more and more and more, what you call them? What else was I gonna show you? I'll show you the Constitution in a little bit, and those are just overlays. So right here you can see my what you call them, and there's two ships that'll come. There's a ship on this side, they'll just take any random thing, but the ship on this side will only take the trade things, which was my tobacco. And I do want to set my...
help him find the best food in the empire, the king has organized a royal cook-off.
See, like, and it's like you always got to make choices and stuff. You always got to make little choices and stuff. Like, I don't have no dynasty members, so I can't send a dynasty member to do this. Send Polento. That's my person, like my right hand man and stuff, and I can do that if I wanted more time on my mandate. But I would rather do this to increase my revolutionary support, so I can hurry up and gain my independence.
My good fellow,
this
you
know, you gotta find gold. You know,
gold in them there hills, boy. I suggest you send some men to find it.
Yeah, this like the kings do, and it's like every person got like their own leader or whatever. So this ain't bad, you know. This my island right here. You can see my island. These are mines and stuff. And when you get a generated island, oh, there's a volcano, unfortunately. But when you get a generated island, stuff be really scattered around and stuff. But you see the fog, like the fog around. That's unexplored territory until you research the dry docks, which unlocks the whole island. So for $1,000, I can explore my island, and I'm gonna send them over here. You'll see my
His Royal Majesty has instructed me to
when you first start playing, it's kind of shaded. You know what I'm saying? Kind of shaded on what you should pick, but usually you should always pick money. These my army right here, my military people. This my personal squad from my palace actually. So you know you can follow them. They're free to go out into the wilderness and explore for me. And they basically just uncovering the what you call them. All I'm doing is I'm looking for gold as one of the mission things. So let's see, that is gold.
In those mountains. Jolly good, old chap. I believe it's only fair that I get a piece of the pie, having supplied the information and all that.
So I'm just gonna fuck that guy. Usually in this era, you really don't want to build a house. Like, your people can be, it might sound fucked up, but your people can be homeless for a little bit, because what you when you go here, you'll see you got the country houses, and you can see how many families can live in there, and there's 4 families that can live in a country house. These are the 4 families that live in a country house. You really want to get to the next era so you can build the tenements that can house like 16. Oh, boss site.
While searching through the crates of colony supplies, we found a sickle.
That's just another research thing. They'll notify you when different things that's researched go up.
I can almost see the glorious future.
Let's see here. Usually you want to find some type of mines, so they work the same way settlers. Yeah, they work the same way settlers do, except yeah, they do, except they just come back to the palace when you get done with them. In this area, usually if you got money, you want to spend the money. Right here, in the middle, they'll give you suggestions for hey, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream, or not, but usually they'll make you suggestions, like they think I should build houses. I'm not building no houses. And you can see when people are homeless, they live in these shacks here, and it's like very, very low quality housing and stuff. And it's cool because the more homeless people you have, they'll start bunching together in like shack things and stuff.
In a flash of brilliance, his
I don't want to build pigs.
I've made contact with this thanks to your efforts. The revolutionary movement is growing stronger.
I'm gonna build a new pig ranch just because. Demolish this because I really don't need that. And usually stuff like say a pig ranch or something like that, it's meat, it's it'll go to your people. And some buildings got roads to them, so you had to build them to roads so your teamsters can come in and can come in and import and export the stuff. Like
Someone stole my manuscript and
shit, go away. Like if you go here, you can see like down here on the economics, you'll see how much they produce per month. You'll see the profit you'll make from and your lifetime profit. And tobacco, sometimes you'll see input, but it's output. So that output, somebody gotta come get that. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not doing no good, and that's where the teamsters come in. They the people you see running around on a horse and buggy, like right here, and right here, they're transporting resources around my island. And really, in this game, like some of the most important things, the docks. The more docks you got, the more money you can make. The teamsters are kind of the most important thing in the game, but also a dry dock is pretty important. So you see like my island's pretty basic now, but soon it's gonna be booming with a lot of business and stuff. But what was I doing? Okay, that if you got money in this game, usually you want to spend it on something. Like you don't want it just sitting there. Because you can always make your island better. So right now I'm just looking for like little minerals and stuff, like mines that I can probably explore. Because later there's a lot of like high profit trade routes and stuff, and you kind of one of them is the steel. One of them is steel, and you need iron, and you need coal for steel. And you can import those things, but generally, like, why would you pay extra to import something when you can just make it on your island? But the bad thing about that is that it's like a set amount per month, so you might be able to make steel faster than you can supply it, or you might not have enough teamsters your teamsters might not be able to like go grab the iron and bring it back fast enough and stuff like that. So It all depends. Usually, one of my big mistakes is like I like all my roads to be symmetrical, and that's good for early on. But later on, like the later and later it gets, it kind of fucks you up with pollution and stuff. Because later on it can be pollution and be a problem. And usually you want to get, you know what I'm saying, you want to give your people some stuff to make them happy. Like I'm gonna build them a little church here, so they can go to church. I'm gonna build them a grocery store, so they can eat, of course. And like you want to build stuff around stuff. You don't want to just put stuff at random. Like if I put the grocery store behind here, the people might not be able to go there and get food. So
I sat with 3 other men. Your family's rather rollicking love life has led to an unexpected.
And like some things got like different consequences. Like this, you can either organize a quick wedding, which I got. This is a goal that you have to do. You can pay to keep things quiet, or you can acknowledge it, and your standing with the ruling country will go down and stuff. Or you can don't acknowledge the child and you won't get an heir, which you want an heir because you get more varieties when boating come around. Like if you ever want to kind of change the direction of your island, like you want to go from being a producing island to a more military-minded island and stuff like that. So since I already was building a Catholic missionary anyway, I go ahead and do that. I was gonna send them out to explore over in this area, see if I can get some iron and coal. Usually, like I said, usually if you got money, you want to spend it. There's a lot of stuff to spend it on. Like these 3 things make you money. These things are usually stuff. Well, these 3 things are stuff to keep your people happy. Like these are homes. Things like parks and taverns and stuff for entertainment, luxury entertainment where people kind of gotta have more money to use it, but it kind of helps out in tourism too. Then this like tourist hotels, cruise ships and stuff, but they're not unlocked yet, so you can get an airport on your island, you know, different stuff like that. These are like welfare media, like you got your churches, this a church. The church, you got the cathedral, grocery store and supermarket, the newspaper and TV gives people more liberty and stuff. You got the clinic and the hospital, you got police station. You know, they kind of help with crime, health. If you want to have a supermarket, a hospital, a cathedral, a TV station, you have to have electricity. So you have to build a power plant. Research and education, usually the first things you want to build is like a library, a high school, and a college, and it'll really help out where because like the further on in the game you get, you'll need more educated citizens to run stuff. And instead of waiting for them to maybe or maybe not come in on the island on a boat, you know, you might as well just go ahead and what the fuck is my phone? Instead of waiting for them to come in on a boat, where most likely it'll be uneducated citizens that come in on a boat, but like they can just do simple jobs like work at the docks or do a farm or something. You want to make the high school and the college so that you can educate your own citizens and stuff so they can do better jobs. And also when you start building the factories and stuff, a lot of them need high school workers and stuff, so you need that. This helps you research stuff faster, and that helps you research stuff faster. Foreign relationships and stuff. The dry dock is very important. Like if you want to be an exporting country and stuff, get more money. The embassy, you can invite the different embassies to your country and stuff, and they kind of help out. You know what I'm saying, help out with money and trade routes and stuff. The bank, it generates interest on positive money you got in your account. So the longer you can go with your account in the black, the more money they'll multiply by. The customs office, they steal money from your exports and stuff, and the office makes you more money. and this is all the military stuff. So now you get the guard tower. This is just like a tower defense type thing. Like the enemies are kind of attracted to it, and they'll attack the guard tower before they attack other things usually, because usually when they come in off the docks. You got a military fort, barracks, army base, prison, so you can send rebels and stuff to prison. Aircraft carrier is real cool. They'll like do bombing runs when you get attacked. You can have a nuclear and a space program. The defense headquarters like the best thing in the game, as far as like military things go. So you know, it's
As the heir was born, all animals
this
became
right
one.
here is where you pick. It's a lot of stuff going on right now because the game just started, but it kind of settles down. It's not this much explaining. Once you know what's going on and stuff, it's a little less what you call them. But right here you get to pick what your heir is gonna be, like what you want them to be, and depending on what you want, where you're going, you might, you know, depending on where you want to go, you might want different things. Like I'm gonna pick him to make my soldiers stronger and stuff, and you can kind of put him in on what you want him to wear and stuff. I'm going to give him the steampunk. I'm going to give him some flamboyant colors. Give him long hair and shit. And actually, I'm going to give him Napoleon. With the I don't know, dictator hat and a cigar there. So now he's one of my heirs. Like this is the current president right here. She's the current president, and then this is the second president. Well, this ain't the second president. This is one of my family members.
Tropico itself has given us away.
Shit. A lot of times, like gold, you really want to preserve your gold and stuff. Like if you don't have to do that, you really don't want to.
My special friends
so you
are
can
ready
kind of
to
pick
do
and
more
choose
business.
different missions and stuff.
Tropico itself has
And you just, you know what I'm saying, you just need to support. If they ask you, like, depending on, like, you can pick and choose what you want to do, but generally if they want you to do something like build a dock, you know what I'm saying, build the dock, you know what I'm saying, you can never like really have too many docks. And once you build the dock, you get another ship to use to trade. Like this is gonna give me, you see the expected revenue for this is that much. God damn it. You see the expected revenue for this is that much. So when that other trade ship comes, I'm gonna get way more. I'm gonna get $4,000 off of it. You know, so
His plans have been hindered by supply shortage. His Majesty.
shit. I guess I could export some meat. And like usually, you know what I'm saying, when they ask you for meat and stuff, you really don't want to send no food off your island. Like I got the grocery here, and they'll send food and stuff to the groceries. And a lot of things you want to increase the budget because it makes the job better, and it'll make the job better and stuff.
The revolutionary movement is growing.
And it makes it run smoother, like where more people can get food than normal. So right here, I'm gonna add a trade route. I'm gonna add another ship to this so I can export more tobacco, which will give me more money. You see, you got your church and stuff going. I wanted to see what they're doing over here. Over here, I got more bauxite, which is important later on, but early on, Unless you just want to make money, it's not important. I'm really looking for some coal. I need some coal for later on to make my where's my island? I'm looking for some coal so that I can make steel in the next like the next mission thing. So you just want to kind of do what you can to like find the minerals and stuff you need so you won't have to import it.
The leaders of the Tropican nation, in our desire.
I just researched the Constitution, so as soon as my popularity raises to 51, I can make my independence and I can move on to the next era. And it's like more things open up and stuff like that. So all I gotta do now is make people happy. Like I got more revolutionaries than royalties, so really I just gotta make them happy. Like increase some of this stuff, housing, liberty, religion, and that stuff it'll go up over time because I just built this, and you can increase the budget and make them happier and stuff. You have this right here, which you can add little perks and stuff to buildings. Like this increase, like the more houses I got in the area, make it, you know what I'm saying, increase the houses and stuff. So you see there's more shacks and stuff popping up on here because nobody got homes. But I'm gonna give them homes, man. I'm just waiting.
Great news! We found out how to use the muskets the crown sent us. Apparently.
Yeah. Oh, they gotta go this way. More fucking gold. Shit.
Tell them my unit, Romeo. War is hell.
Like a lot of this stuff, it's cool, but it's just.
My black market contact.
I understand that you have a life.
Like a lot of this stuff cool. It's just sometimes it get kind of tedious and stuff, but it's an addictive ass game, you know, where it makes it where you want to keep on playing and stuff to kind of do better and do better. And it's like once you finally learn what you're doing.
The revolutionaries are demanding that you insult the king.
And this right here, like depending on where how many years you got left on your mandate, you might not wanna insult the king. But it's like I'm so close to Westcall that I really don't care.
The best insult we could come up with was to name one of the most stupid and boring animals in Tropico after the king.
The king is most pleased that you picked an animal that does nothing but eat all. His Royal Majesty has instructed me to present you.
Come on, you guys. Where the hell is you going? You must know something I don't. Oh, you can get down this way. Okay. And you know what I'm saying? Oh, he just fell. Oh, he just fell. But you know, it's a very pretty game. Uranium, shit, more uranium. Like a lot of times they give you shit that you really don't need at the time. I might have to wind up importing coal. Which is it's not real bad to import coal, but I know there's coal. I know there's coal so on this island, so I'd rather get it off my island than, you know, have I'd rather have to get off my island than have to like this. The red ones, when you see like a red one, that's like a real important mission, you know. And the story mode in here is pretty good too. I beat the story a couple of times, but I probably play through the story, make some videos of it or something, put on YouTube channel. But the video is actually pretty. I mean, the campaign actually pretty cool. Where it's like you got the king, and you got like a guy coming in to help you, and he helps you out with money and stuff, and helps you build your and it turns out that he turns on you, you know what I'm saying, he turns on you and stuff, so you gotta start from scratch, and it's pretty cool. So I'm about to proclaim my independence now, and you'll see it's gonna change the eras, and I gotta buy my freedom for $10,000, but I mean, you know, it's not gonna take the $10,000 away from me, it's gonna put me in debt. I'll show you what that is, where that comes into play. But I'm buy my freedom, and this shows you like what changes when you switch over. I got my constitution, and I'll show you the different factions that they add in and stuff. But you get to choose like different topics like voting rights, religion and state, armed forces. You get to choose, and it's like there's perks to everything, you know what I'm saying, there's perks to everything. They even have like little funny descriptions of them. Male citizens votes is persons who are citizens of the state and find themselves in a rightful possession of male physique are hereafter known as voters. Voters possess the legal right, which blah blah. So you can have only men vote, but then the women will be mad. But it's a faction out there, probably the military people, who will be like, yeah, fuck the women. Wealthy people, all the people who got money will probably, you know what I'm saying, be happier. You know, they'll be happier. All citizens vote. It's some people who won't like that, you know, everybody vote, but that's usually the one I go with. For religion and state, you can have where theocracy, which is what the religious faction would rather have, where it's like more you can make your island more based off of religion and stuff. Secular state, what I'd rather have is atheist state, not because I don't believe in God and stuff, which you know, it's kind of shaky, but because it makes me research stuff faster. But less religious citizens appear on Tropico, and the religious fact, you really I show you where it come to play. The religious faction, hey man, what's going on, welcome to the stream. But the religious faction, that's one of the most popular factions on the island, and there's a lot of numbers that come into play. So usually I go secular. Armed forces, I prefer to have professional army, but it makes the militaries oh, he's gone. It makes the militaries unhappy. So I'll just go here, so you can just build a monster army, and it's like all the, you know what I'm saying, all uneducated people be in your army. I might switch it to professional army, but you also gotta think about other things like high school army. Everybody in your military gotta have a high school diploma, and it takes away from a lot of other you know, there's a lot of jobs that got high school, you know what I'm saying, you need a high school education for. It'll take them away from those and put them in the military, armed forces and stuff. So, and then, you know, like later on, there's less and less jobs for uneducated citizens and stuff. So, you know, you know what I'm saying, just to kind of give them something to do. But this right here, the factions, you see, you'll have like your internal threats. You got rebels, you know what I'm saying, the rebels start appearing. Military, if you don't keep them happy, they might raise up against you. Unrest, those might start riots. Foreign relationship, the allies and the axis, keep them happy, they'll invade you. And you can see like stuff that makes them more happy with you, like I instituted these two principles, so they like that. And these two principles that I instituted, they don't like it, so it took it down with them. But this is what I wanted to show you, the factions. You got these 4 factions now. You can see how many people vote for them, and if you don't keep them happy, they won't vote for you when the elections come up. So you kind of want to do stuff to kind of keep them happy, you know what I'm saying, at least halfway happy and stuff. And you see the religious people, they're very hard to please, but they make up a lot of, you know what I'm saying, they make up a lot of the voters, so you kind of want to keep them happy. The communists, you kind of keep them happy by building houses. And it's like it changes, like the more people you get on the island, they usually drift towards different, what you call them. And there's different like little tasks you can do to improve your standing. Like the militaries might want you to build 2 guard towers or something. You just build 2 guard towers and they're standing on raised with you. And just because their standing is poor with me, like just a 36 don't mean that all 28 of the 38 of the voters ain't gonna vote for me. It just means that, you know what I'm saying, it's probably 36 of those 36% of those 38 voters are gonna vote for me, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. That, and then you see, at first these was the only edicts I could put in, but now that I'm in a new era, I got these. And when that $10,000 they said I needed is this sovereign debt, and you can borrow money, you know, you can borrow money from the World Bank or wherever it is and stuff. But I want to buy those back because they'll charge, you gotta pay the amount back. You gotta pay it back as long as you gotta pay the interest as long as you got the loan out, and sooner or later they'll start killing you. So you know, it's like a lot of stuff that I can start doing now to kind of up my, you know what I'm saying, make my island better. Usually when I get my independence, the first thing I do is build the high school. I usually build the high school and the college, just thinking long term. It really helps me out. The college can kind of wait, because I really want this cigar factory, because it brings in more money, and the college don't bring in any money. So sometimes you gotta think about where your money's going, what, you know what I'm saying, where your bread, butter, or however the saying goes. So you see, like sometimes you can do stuff and make the roads a little lopsided and stuff. That gets on my nerves, so I don't like to do that. And sometimes these trees get on your nerves because you don't know which way it's going and stuff. Like this road is actually lopsided, so I want to make this one a little longer so that I can bring this one across in a straight line. That should be right. And I'm gonna build a cigar factory, and I'm gonna build it right next to my tobacco plantation, so the teamsters don't have to go too far to what you call them. And you see all the shacks and stuff. When I get the money, I'm gonna build a house, you know what I'm saying, build them some tenements and stuff, so they'll have somewhere to live.
We have a perfect business opportunity. We can make a huge profit off the miss. We have a perfect business opportunity. Now we have them right where we want them. Time for a little gouging. I really should see about getting myself.
And you see, like some of these, like I increase the price of rum if I do this, but I make the Axis mad at me. Or I can just, if I don't want them to be mad at me, I can just do 10%, but the capitalists won't, which call them. So, I mean, then like a lot of times, like the X's and shit really don't matter. And at the beginning of every era, you gotta reestablish your trade routes and stuff. Like you see, the steel gets you a lot of money and stuff, like a lot of rum and stuff. But tobacco gets you a good amount of money. So, and I'm gonna build a sugar plant, you know what I'm saying, sugar plantation and stuff. So. Anyway, oh, I hate that. Oh, I really, really hate that. Don't look how ugly it look, man. Oh, that's gonna get on my nerves for the rest of the game.
I can see Tropico is becoming the tropical paradise it is supposed to be. More and more people are abandoning the hustle and bustle of city life.
Presidente.
Now it's time to research some more stuff. So usually you know what I'm saying, you kind of gotta pick out what you want. Usually I usually go for the constitution options. I go for the embassy because the Axis is kind of mad at me. I want that steel mill, electric plant, that shoot, I do want that dry dock. That, then that. Yes, I got some coal. So now I can mine coal and iron and bring them together for steel. I really hate that they're so far apart from each other. What time is it? $11:50. Yeah, I know the road crooked, mine. Shit. Like it's gonna bother me. Look at it, it looks terrible. I'll be right back. I got money in the mailbox. I'll be right back. I gotta put this money in the mailbox.
Become so bad that I now declare us finally free of the harmful influence of modern medicine. No more compulsory inoculations, no more dragging chips in our dental fillings, no more physician's oath keeping the cute doctors from dating you. Who cares about healthcare anyway?
Yeah, man, I know the road is crooked, okay? Shit. Oh yeah, I got some more games. I don't know if you can see this. I got The Walking Dead. Oh, you can't see it. That's supposed to be a pretty good game. It's a online action RPG called Onigiri. That's supposed to be fun, I guess. But I got some of those. Let's see here. Oh yeah. So now, you know what I'm saying, since I got these two mining things, I can get my mining operation started. So you know, that'd be pretty cool. So I won't have to waste my ships importing it. Is this shit gonna save? Cause they was doing this thing where it wasn't saving. Okay, it's saved. Allies just sent me some money. Cigars. This is what I want. Oh, you gotta have at least a 70 standard with the Westcom. But this is a very good trade route because the default price is 3,200, and you'll actually make 5,100 off of every wedge column, so you make almost 2,000 more dollars per wedge column. And that's kind of how the economy goes, where you make more money here and there and stuff, and it all depends on what you export. So you know what I'm saying, sometimes you gotta catch the deals when at the right time and stuff. Build a new Teamsters office. And like I said, you can never have enough oh, this is ugly. You can never have enough Teamsters office. And something that really, you know what I'm saying, something you really gotta watch out for is the that a lot of times I overlook is keeping your citizens happy. Cause the approval will drop real quick, so you gotta, every now and then look in and see what they need, you know what I'm saying, to kind of make them a little happier. Like, of course they need health care, so when I get some money, I'm gonna, you know, give them some health care. And you see the cigar factory need a lot of high school workers, so it's a good thing I got my high school up and running. And you can, if you increases the budget for it, you increase the budget, it'll make students graduate faster, and you'll have more teachers, and they'll teach more students and stuff. So and sometimes when you get too much stuff in your docs get overloaded. So sometimes you can have something like on these cigars, sometimes you can have something like the default price is $3,200, but they want you to sell it to them for $3,000 or something like that, like below the default price. And usually if you do that, it's more for like the foreign standing than it is for you actually making money. And if you ain't gonna make money, like unless you balling, if you ain't gonna make money off of it, you really don't want to do it. I was playing this sandbox because there's a few trophies that I know I could get. Some it's crazy. Some games, you know, I'm real into trophies and stuff, but some games I really don't care. But this one of the games that, you know, I got a lot of trophies, and it's like there's a few more that I won and stuff. So
Presidente.
More constitution options. This is for political rights. Usually I go democracy on here, like just give everybody the right to vote and stuff. There'll be less uprisings and stuff. In the other options, you can have police state, where police convince voters for you. So the more police officers you have, the more voters will vote for you and stuff. Totalitarian, there's less of elections, and you get more, cause you can they got where you when you do elections, if you're like, if the polls is like 48 to 52, you can kind of hedge the votes, and you might, you know what I'm saying, you might get in the extra 3% you need or something like that. But it makes people mad and stuff. So vote fraud, it gets you 3 times more votes than normal, but there's also more rebels around. Usually I just go democracy. It's just what kind of labor policies you want. You can have child labor, like in China. I usually go happy childhood because it's kind of a safe bet. And on all these, whatever's in the middle is usually the safe bet to go for. You can also have workers' paradise, where it's early retirement and high job happiness, which that's kind of extreme, because you know later on you're gonna need workers. You know, you don't want to retire early. I like to do guarded heaven, but you'll see later on when you start getting a lot of business and stuff, you need workers. And the only bad thing about Immigrants Nation is that people flood in. Usually I do visa program to get more educated immigrants. Like, educators still come, it's just more educated come too. So I do that. I'm just waiting for some cash flow to come in. Like, that's still, like, this one of those routes I was telling you about. Like, the Axis want me to sell, like, the default price is $3,500, but they want me to sell it for $3,100 basically, which I'd be taking a loss on it then when I could make, just to have good standing with them. And I'm like, nope, not happening. Cigars. Ooh, I'm not making much cigars. Like right now I don't have a lot of high school workers to fill my cigar factory, and they don't have a lot of output. So I'm gonna increase the budget so more high school workers want to come work in my factory. Most likely they're gonna pull from this Catholic missionary until they can make more graduates. But you do that to increase your oh, well, I had more high school workers. Where did they come from? Oh,
I am so furious.
shit. You see the rebels are attacking hopefully my people can destroy the rebels. It'd be kind of sad if they can't. But this kind of means that I'm gonna have to up my military, because usually when the rebels come, it be more and more and more and more. So they kind of have fun streets right here. And it looks like my people are losing. Yeah, my people lost. So they're just gonna destroy this building here. I rebuild it, of course. But I'm gonna have to start. Building up a little military to kind of fight the rebels, cause my palace kind of not good. They're just gonna attack this until they destroy it, so now I can just rebuild it. But I do wanna, you know, in rebels they're gonna appear no matter what. I don't think anybody knows why rebels appear or what they do. Well, of course they destroy your shit, but yeah, nobody really knows like why the rebels actually appear and like where they come from. But I'm gonna put a hospital here to kind of make things better, hopefully. And when I get some more money, I'm gonna build a few houses so there ain't as many homeless people. But you can go here. The rebel threat is low and stuff. Like that's probably kind of like a freak attack or something like that. I should make a like a, you know, I think I'll make like a Twitter account and maybe like a Facebook page or something. Like a separate Facebook account.
I may not be an expert,
Ooh,
but
3
now
barracks. The barracks are cool to make. It's just they take up so much space. Get this church made, this hospital made. I was thinking more of a make a Twitter account, kind of you know, let people know when I'm streaming.
Elections are coming, Presidente.
Here you can kind of pick. This is elections. You pick, you know, elections and stuff. Really want that steel mill. I had to wait on it. I really want that college. I might have to wait on it. So you see, this is like a little overlay. The green is where there's no crime. The yellow is where the crime start getting bad, and the red is where it's like real bad crime. So you just plop a police station down somewhere, like right here, and they fight crime for you. It's best if you put it like in the middle of the red or somewhere around the red. Like they'll do good over here. It's not really a big deal. That also, oh my goodness, that was a big ass jump. Let's see, I'll bring it up. I'll give them that, and I'll give them some entertainment. I really hate these are so far away. To the dry docks. A lot of this game is just like waiting for stuff to play out.
We have an opportunity to influence the outcome of coming elections. Strictly speaking,
And this
is
is
not
where you
considered
can
exactly legal, but I
influence winning and
guarantee
losing and stuff.
that
So
no one will find out.
go win without cheating.
The election results are in. Let me...
Shit.
Our research team developed... I am...
Damn it, they're attacking again.
Riding on the winds of women love men in uniform. A soldier's duty is...
George!
I give my life if need be.
We will fight you in the streets.
Awaiting orders.
George!
Women love men in uniform.
Hey!
Awaiting orders.
Hey!
A glorious invention.
My research indicates that
Toma, Presidente. The record.
I had won the election at the last minute. I had built the police station. And they kind of brought the election back for me. Now I'm kind of trying to do a little bit more for my people. I had just built the college. I got my rum factory and my cigar factory over here. Probably try to give them some houses and stuff. Some tenements to live in. I was losing the election at first. It was like 35 to 65 at first, before I built the police station. But now stuff is pretty okay, you know. I could be doing better on housing. Entertainment is something that's real hard to do. So I really don't. I try to do entertainment, but I don't really, you know, focus on that too much.
the prohibition has started, so now is the time to flood the markets with illegal alcohol.
I need to start building my barracks and stuff, so I can have a badass military. So they'll stop attacking me. I got attacked again while probably twice while he was gone, while I just got attacked again. And they keep on taking out my farm. So I'm gonna try to build my military up a little bit.
College time in Tropico! I have fond memories of college. Once we shaved a goat's butt and taped it to a flagpole, and then set the college on fire to illuminate the goat better. Ah, good times.
Our friends in the States are not pleased. I would even go so far as to say that they are downright livid at our exporting... The Allied command is in...
Yep, and I'm going to too, because it gives you like tobacco and rum gives you so much money. This, you know what I'm saying, you'll be crazy, especially early on. Like later on, if you wanted to cut it out, you know what I'm saying, you could, but early on, you know, when you're, you know what I'm saying, kind of desperate for money and stuff. Oh yeah, here's my houses I just built. You see, it's way more people can live in them than country houses over here, which only 4 people can live in. But yeah, early on, you know, it's kind of crazy not to build them, not to do the export, because you need the money, and all you really need is like really to be able to defend yourself.
Here is our latest scientific data.
I'm gonna do some of these edicts. Usually I always do the extra rations. Usually I do the building permit to be crooked. Oh yeah, usually I hate it because like a lot of times you can't see and sometimes your roads wind up crooked back here and you don't know.
Cash flow has increased. My books on psychology say
Like this is like a hard choice because you could pick the stuff right here. Usually the Swiss bank account I don't pick because like 2,500 and you had to get to like 30,000. You can, you know what I'm saying, you really can wait for to make 2,500. 20% reduced cost for all industry buildings. Or 5 high school, like those high school workers, like you're gonna need those. Usually I do this, but yeah, like a lot of times when you start trying to build stuff, not build stuff, but put roads and stuff, the trees are blocked. You can't see what's going on back there. And you see how I just got all this money and stuff off of the what you call them? Oh, that jewelry route looks nice. I don't have a jewelry thing.
Negotiator was so convincing that Congress has decided to repeal the prohibition.
I'm going to build army bases, barracks and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You do want to keep your arm, you know what I'm saying, keep your army up. You know what I'm saying, real nice. So, you know what I'm saying, you can defend against attacks, and at the end of this scenario, you had to fight the United States. So, you kind of want to have a nice military. Or do you? You probably don't. I don't know. I forgot if you do or you don't. But I'm thinking you do, so, you know, when they come to attack.
My career as a weatherman is over. I promise everything.
Oh, shoot. There's a tornado. They're gonna destroy some of my buildings and stuff. Please don't destroy my factories. Okay, they just destroyed that.
I am back in the game. I can now accurately predict.
What the hell?
The Allied.
They won't let me pan up.
The Allied.
How can I help?
Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to find out how to. I really forgot how to pan up with the. Oh, I think it's up. Oh, this is terrible. Basically, he's like the comic relief of the. Oh, I hate when they do this. Camera tilt. Oh, I hate them. Oh, there you go.
Something big is happening in Europe. Huge battle plans. Operation Cold.
Okay, so I got those. I need to. Where's my military guys at? Oh, they just right here? Shit. And like, I kind of hate building like very, very long roads to nowhere. Like, I probably build that in that direction later on anyway, but you know, it's like now, and you know what I'm saying, I don't like to, cause eventually you wind up having to build your town around a road, or you know what I'm saying, something like that, and I don't like doing that. Then you gotta weave through these trees and shit. Make sure you don't got no crooked roads and stuff. And then on top of that, this is a long ass way for the Teamsters to be going. Go ahead and build my steel mill while I got the money. My trade routes are shit. Go ahead and take those. Increase the budget for my military. Okay. Everything is good. Let's see here. Build some more houses. To me, this looks like the back of the house, and this looks like it would be the front. But every time I put this as the front, like every time I put this as the front, when I upgrade them, it always like be turned around. So I'm going to make that the back. Church over here, this corner.
The world is at... Something big is happening in Europe. Huge battle plans. Operation codenames. No. President, after thorough research...
Yes, I love the draw dog. Draw dog seem kind of useless, but because it don't give it like a good description of what it does, but it's actually pretty good. Hey, can you still hear me?
Elections are coming, Presidente. As
It's another election.
our brave soldiers are either fighting against...
I have proven scientifically that Tropican steel is the best in the world. Even my gut rod special needs 35 seconds to eat its way through an inch-thick plate.
We have an opportunity to influence the outcome of coming elections. Strictly. Great giant tropical spiders. The election results are in, thanks to a clever interpretation of the numbers.
I am so glad that there is a new church on the island. Jesus taught us many important things like surfing and turn the other cheek. I often disregard that last rule and punch the guy instead, but I always feel guilty afterwards.
Presidente.
It's a great time to be a diplomat. Everyone. Good show, old chap. Those Axis fellows give me the heebie-jeebies. I'm afraid this also means I will have to consort with those even snobbier than I. Yet such is the fate of any good diplomat.
Our brave soldiers have returned victorious from battle. The Allies are
Good show, old chap. Those smug buggers are pleased.
If you're talking about right here, I'm gonna probably build some more houses. I build a restaurant back here. But back here, the environmentalist that comes in the next era, I wanna say, they complain about taking down trees, so you know, sometimes it's good to leave them. About to get some electricity. So you can't see like if this road is straight or not. I don't like that. Build a power plant. Built the WCW power plant. I'll build my army base right here. Army base. Now them bitches ain't gonna invade me. Like you see how it's like so many, like a big difference in voters from one faction to another and stuff. Early on, the militaries, like the religious people, they're like very uppity, like, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of them, and they like sometimes they be wanting extreme stuff like, oh, destroy all the military buildings in the on the island. Like, what the fuck you mean destroy all military buildings on the island and shit? I ain't gonna destroy every military building I got. Crazy.
Mr. President, according to my calculation, my steel mill ain't working too well because, well, they're getting enough coal, they're not getting enough iron because they gotta come all the way out here to get it. So by the time the steel mill makes the stuff, they didn't use, you know what I'm saying, they didn't use it all the way up. So I had to make a trade route
to import some, import some steel. Make this like a housing block. Might put some gardens or something right there in the middle. Okay, another family member. They give tanks, so I have some tanks coming from that. We got some ancient ruins over here.
Presidente, don't research that.
Hey Mark, can you still hear me?
Presidente, my fellow diplomats want us to add...
My boy, if you are...
Hey Mark, can you still hear me?
The world is at...
Something big is happening in Europe. Huge battle plans. Operation. Presidente, we discovered... Our brave soldiers are either fighting against tyranny and...
A chap on the streets told me...
elections are coming, President.
Elections.
President, I am sorry. Our brave soldiers have returned
Oh yeah, I hope it stays up.
Good show, old chap. Those smug buggers are pleased.
I want to get him killed. Like, I'm gonna kill somebody. A rebel leader. I think there's a trophy for that.
Good evening,
I love Tropico at sandbox.
amigo.
Newspaper over here. Where did it reach?
Mr. President,
Yeah, that's a trophy. You can get a trophy for killing a rebel leader. You just have to find out. You just have to find out the rebel leader, like find out who it is. But you can get a trophy for killing them.
We have an opportunity to influence the outcome of
This
coming
right
elections.
here, you can. They got like where you can adjust the election results. Like if you barely losing or something, or usually I don't do that. There's a crime lord right there.
good day.
Long ago, we weaponized jokes. Now, we have managed to weaponize numbers. Unfortunately, they have proved to be the most inhumane way to destroy the human soul ever invented, and have been banned by most international courts. As a result, we can only use them on our people, and then... Good evening. At your service. The election results are in.
I won. Got me a customs office. Turn that up. See the trade route slowing down a little bit. Build another dock. It's crazy, like a lot of the trophies for this game, like probably like 3 or 4 of them are to has to do with the online, but it's like nobody plays it online, you know. So and I bought, they got I think 4 expansion packs out. I bought one. I had bought 1 expansion pack and stuff. There was like they're $9.99 each. I had bought one of them, and they got one of them for $20. I don't know what that comes with, but I'm probably gonna try to get it sometime. I'm gonna put some gardens out in this area. But I'm gonna wait till the next thing, so the lady, so I can get the lady, the environmentalist lady, she'll like me more. I think I need gold and bauxite for my jewelry factory. So there's some gold and there's some bauxite. Place my jewelry factory there. Whenever you like have unemployed people and stuff, you just put Teamsters offices up just to give them something to do. Put a parking lot somewhere.
President, we have made a major
Jewelry factory.
It looks like the war's in Europe. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I am. Those rotten Axis generals.
My tank's so fucking slow.
To our brave boys who fought off the enemy, Viva Tropico! Viva el Presidente! To all you boys back on your boats on your way home. Oh, I'd hope we could get to know one another better. But your stay was so brief, and you were so preoccupied with getting your asses kicked!
The Allies are pleased by your...
Well, people, you thought those world wars that we barely survived were bad. Welcome to the grim present of a possible nuclear apocalypse. Give me a break, people. They may call it Cold War, but we know war, well, war never changes.
looking for oil deposit. That's some bullshit. I don't got oil nowhere on my island.
Old boy, I just found myself in a very...
Comrade Presidente, during
We tried to... President, as you know, it is your will alone. As the heir was born, all animals became quiet. We've discovered the mineral...
I do got oil.
President, it's so hot outside that I saw two...
Shit.
Temperatures are record high, and rain has been record low. I'm sorry, fellow farmers. My rain dance just doesn't seem to work. Still, I can help you cure your dry throats. So join me at the Jolly Roger!
Victory, Presidente! President, remember?
Isn't it wonderful that the two political blocs are...
Elections are coming, Presidente. As our constitution dictates, we have scheduled mandatory elections for 12 months from now. Presidente, we...
I think they happen every 5 years, or it might be every 10 years. I'm not positive, but depending on what edicts you got active, they might happen more often or less often. Like you can actually stop elections, but the people won't like you for it. Then like at the loading screen, they give you little dictator facts.
Comrade Presidente, I come with that.
We have an opportunity to influence the outcome. The election results are in. Thanks to a clever interpretation of the numbers, we've decided that you have won. Presidente.
Why aren't we exploiting it?
Great giant tropical spider. I am Presidente.
I've negotiated a deal with the US government. They help us develop our oil industry. We give them better prices.
Hey!
The Politburo has proclaimed eternal...
Actually cheated. Cause if you lose the election, then you lose the game. So I don't want to risk like having to start over or start from the last save point. So I was like, fuck it.
Our Russian friends want their...
Damn. There ain't no food. Import some. Import some fish.
I am so furious. We conducted thorough testing to identify.
Dang, they take forever to build this power plant. Like, this was really killing me because I could be making a lot of money off of oil, but the oil plant don't got no power to it.
Great giant Tropico. How can I help? At your service.
Presidente?
Viva el
How
presidente!
can I be of help? How can I be of help? Hi,
How
ya.
can I help?
Greetings.
Ooh, she died that quick. You see I got the trophy for this.
The U.S. want to step.
I am so furious.
Oh shoot. That ain't bad.
I keep my life being legal.
Military group. Shit.
I am so.
All right, bro.
Presidente, we have done.
Conrad, Presidente. I come with Diana.
Hey man, I'm finna get off for a second. I'm gonna probably take a little nap. I'm gonna be back on sometime in a little bit. Did you subscribe to my channel? Alright, thank you. I'm probably gonna go to sleep for a little second. But I'll be back on later on if you still on.